Hello, hello! Pizza Pack's back with Throne of Eldraine Gift Edition Bundle number 5. Alright, let's see what we get. So, I had a viewer recently ask me what I do with all these bundle boxes after I've opened them. Well, the bottoms I actually use as extra organizers in my 3Ks and 5Ks, along with the extra little thing that comes in them. And then the tops, um, depending on how I like the art from them, sometimes I'll actually convert the tops into deck boxes, and then the other ones end up getting recycled. Although I do usually keep, one or two of them to hold, like extra lands and some commons that overflow from the 3Ks and 5Ks that I put my cards in. So I generally keep one 3K or 5K depending on how much of a set I buy per set. Although at this point I mostly just use 3Ks, and then I'll put a playset of one playset in a binder for the set. One playset of the set in the binder. So our first token is a food rat token from the collector booster. We have a foil trapped in the tower. Foil Lost Legion. Foil Weaselback Redcap. Nice. A foil Mystic Sanctuary. Foil Memory Theft. Foil Spore-Capped Spider. Foil Storybook Smitten Swordmaster. Foil Venerable Knight. Foil Storybook. Foil Storybook Oakham Ranger. And then another a Storybook Fae of Wishes. That is our third Fae of Wishes. Very excited about that. We have a Storybook Garenbrig Carver and a Storybook Rimrock Knight. Very nice. Then our first rare slot is Knight's Charge. And that is, I believe, that is from the Brawl deck. So that is not actually on this list. So it's its own thing. Then we have a Borderless Wicked Wolf, one of the standard all-stars for the food deck. That's our first Wicked Wolf, and our first Castle Ardenvale. Very nice. Alright, now on to the regular boosters. We have pack number 1. Where we have a Knight token. And then our commons and uncommons. Nothing too exciting in the commons and uncommons so far. Well, I spoke too soon. We got an Edgewall Innkeeper. And Stolen by the Fae. This is our first Stolen by the Fae. And a Forest. Very nice. Right. Pack number 2. Actually, I'll move that up just a little bit. Reposition slightly. See them in frame. Pack number 2, our token is On an Adventure. Alright, then we've got our commons and uncommons. Okay. Good old Grumgully the Generous, which I always think is a rare. We have Return of the Wild Speaker. Let's see. Return of the Wild Speaker. Of course, referencing Garrick. And a swamp. Pack number 3. Which, Return of the Wild Speaker is actually a story spotlight for Garrick's curse being lifted. Curse that, if I remember correctly, Liliana put on him. Though it has been quite some time. We have a food token. And our commons and uncommons. Oh, Gingerbrute and Dwarven Mine, very nice, in addition to Scorching Dragonfire. Probably be pulling the Scorching Dragonfires too, but I don't remember if it's actually played in anything at the moment. And a Worthy Knight. It's our second Worthy Knight. Very nice. And a Plains. Alright, pack number 4. So, funny thing about these older packs, older in supreme quotations, is that the weak point tends to be the top seal, whereas on newer packs it tends to be the inside of the seam. So, interesting difference in opening older packs and newer packs. We get a Knight token. We've got our commons and uncommons. Secret Keeper. Okay. Bell of the Brawl. And a Storybook Murderous Rider. Very nice. I wonder if that means we have a double rare pack. That is our first Murderous Rider. Then we get a Foil Out Muscle. And a Mountain. Okay, so it did in fact replace the rare. Alright, pack number 5. You know, when alternate treatments are limited, so like you only have one, maybe two, they seem special. They feel special. When you have a bajillion of them, none of them seem special because everything's special. So get an add card and our commons and uncommons. Glass Casket and Improbable Alliance, very nice. Epic Downfall. And then we get Dance of the Mance, number 2. So, alright, on to pack number 6. We would really like to pull a Great End. We pulled an Oko. I wouldn't mind pulling more Okos as well. Although I'm not sure. I think Oko's only legal in Vintage at this point. I don't count Commander, as we all know. A Goat token! Bah! Right. Commons and uncommons. Okay, and a Fervent Champion. This is our second Fervent Champion. And a Swamp. Another thing I like about draft packs is not having to deal with the art cards. Like, the art cards are cool, the first 2 or 3 that you see. But they add nothing to the game that I can see. And they just become a logistical nightmare. So, another ad card. And we've got our commons and uncommons. Another Mystic Sanctuary, very nice. And the Wildborn Preserver, which was one of the key cards in the blue-green flash deck at the time. Yeah, nice flash tempo deck. All right, pack 8, which unfortunately we don't really have right now. Like, we kind of have a tempo deck with the blue-green Ivy and the Ivy Toxic combo decks, but it's a little different. We have On an Adventure for our token, our commons and uncommons. Good old Opt. Nice to get more of those. Not that I'm lacking them in any way. Inspiring Veteran, nice. Once in Future was a really fun card that didn't end up seeing a ton of play, but I really enjoyed playing. And we get our 4th Fae of Wishes. I think all of ours have actually been in the storybook frame, which I'm very happy about, because that is my favorite frame for it. We get a Foil Mountain and a regular Swamp. Very nice. I'll have to double check to see if that is Fae of Wishes. It's that. No, what's funny is I don't know that Fae of Wishes is seeing any play now that it's rotated out of Standard. Or, I mean, it rotated out of Standard like a year and a half ago, but maybe longer at this point. Food token. But I like it as a card, and even if it's not played, I would like to have a playset of them. Sir Kara, the Bold, Resolute Rider, and a Giant Killer. This is our 2nd Giant Killer, which does occasionally see a little bit of play. And last but not least, pack number 10. All right. We have a Boar token. Very nice. Our commons and uncommons. Dwarven Mine. Nice. Turn into a pumpkin. Sir Elnora, the Discerning. Bog Naughty, very naughty. And Stolen by the Fae number 2. All right. And a really nice island. All right, that's it for bundle number 5. As always, thank you for joining me on this adventure. Don't forget to, like, share, comment, and subscribe. And until the next one, stay awesome. Until then, we'll see you in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.